Yeah, I'm Lexi. I'm a trans VJ and software developer. I go by she, her pronouns, and I've been building Unreal Engine 4 VJ tools for the past 2 years, basically to the point of minimum viable product. And in light of recent demand, I've been pivoting my tools alongside Unreal's new DMX plugin to essentially do virtual production now for concerts. So welcome to my mini course on DMX for Unreal Engine virtual production. I have multiple views and overlays, so I'm trying to get this out with minimal editing. And throughout the course, we'll be playing with these stage lights. You probably won't have these exact lights, but the material in this course should hopefully be able to get you started on implementing your own DMX lighting in Unreal, both virtual and physical. So this mini course is comprised of several modules, each of which will have its own video. In the description, you'll find the playlist for this series, as well as a repository on GitHub containing the finished sample, which you can see on screen here, including the ma.2 show file, which is actually driving the ArtNet right now. There's 2 map files in it, one of which has all 4 sample fixtures fully done, as you can see, for you guys to pick apart and mess with. And then what we're actually going to be building in the course is the second map, which only implements the pan tilt mover, but then also implements output from the engine, mapping the rotation of a virtual light to the tilt of the physical lights behind me. So the topics we're covering is an initial DMX primer, just covering the basics. Secondly, a very brief introduction to ma.2 on PC, just enough to know how to install and configure it, how to navigate it enough to load the sample show file, and get it outputting ArtNet. Thirdly, the real meat of the series is setting up the Unreal DMX plugins in a new project and prepping virtual fixtures inside of Unreal for external control. Lastly, in the first round of videos in this series, expanding on the previous section essentially to show rough ideas of what you can do to then output from the engine with custom logic, as is in the second example map. And to be clear, the gear we're dealing with in the course is Unreal Engine 4.25 beta with the DMX plugins and ma.2 on PC lighting software, which is free. Secondly, you need a Windows PC workstation for Unreal and a second, less powerful machine to run the lighting software. It needs to be 2 machines, which I'll elaborate on later. Thirdly, a DMX King eDMX 1 Pro ArtNet node provides conversion from ArtNet or serial ACN to the physical stage lights, which are a pair of Chauvet DJ Colorband PixM USBs. Fourthly, this series relies on a standard gigabit network infrastructure. I've got Cisco Meraki gear, but as long as you have the right IP settings, which we'll go over, you should be fine. Lastly, this course uses a software called Show Cockpit and some MIDI controllers like an Akai PC440 Mark II to MIDI map the .2 on PC software, but this is optional. It's just something that I've done for convenience. Expect there will also probably be some additional videos after this initial batch of videos, and I'm certainly open to feedback on future topics. Some example future topics include a 101 level .2 course on how I actually programmed the sample show file. This one's probably my next step at this point. Possibly also doing some coverage on MA2 or MA3. Which I'd have to learn. They don't output any free universes, though, is the thing. You need to drop about $2,000 on an ArtNet node from MA to actually unlock parameters. Obsidian Onyx is another good option as a cost down, but similar to MA2 option that actually has 4 free universes, so that's a good candidate. Could possibly do some other more general other applications that we figure out for the Unreal Engine DMX plugin and those types of workflows. I could possibly also cover any other lighting or VJ workflows, whatever. Lastly, to close out, besides film and broadcast use cases, for DMX and virtual production, the live event side really needs a library of virtual DMX fixtures for, the virtual counterparts to live events. There's already GDTF fixture profiles for the actual lighting desk softwares, but that's just parameter data and configuration of the fixture. Those UDTFs are already freely available and from a website in the description, but there's no like highly detailed models and stuff. So I'm proposing putting a GitHub repo together that has freely shareable meshes, physically based materials, and blueprint implementations of these fixtures based on the Unreal sample fixtures. I've created and linked the repo in the description as well as in the written notes for the tutorial on GitHub, and I'll upload any fixtures that I happen to create myself there, in addition to being open to pull requests from the community as far as community contributions. So that pretty much wraps up this particular video, and time to move on to the next section, I guess. Yeah, have a nice day.